I'm Dan Ackerman, and we're here with the new 15-inch MacBook Pro from Apple. This is actually very similar to the MacBook Pro we saw last year, where they moved to that unibody aluminum construction where the entire bottom part of the system is carved out of a single piece of metal. Physically very similar. You've got the same backlit keyboard, you got the same edge-to-edge glass on the display, and the same oversized touchpad where you can use those four-finger gestures to move your windows around like this. Very handy there. One of the big differences, however, is we finally have something we've been asking Apple for a long time, and that's an SD card slot. That's right over here. Now that takes the place of the Express card slot that we found on some of the MacBook Pros, but most people didn't find the Express card slot that useful. SD card, much handier for the average digital photographer. Like the 17-inch MacBook Pros, these new 15 models have now moved to the sealed bottom where you can't actually get at the battery. However, Apple promises that the new battery that's sealed up in there should last about 40% longer, and you can recharge it more times. They say up to 1,000 times, so hopefully that battery will last you for the life of this MacBook. Apple's also dropped the price a little bit on the three basic configurations of the 15-inch MacBook Pro. At the cheapest level, you only get the integrated GeForce 9400 graphics, but as you trade up, you can also get a dedicated graphics chip. You actually have both of them in there, and you can turn that off and on from the settings menu to either use less power or give you more graphic processing horsepower. So while it's not radically different from the previous version, Apple's new 15-inch MacBook Pro has a lot of little things going for it. Slightly faster processors, it's a little bit cheaper, and it adds all those cool new features like the SD card slot. I'm Dan Ackerman, and that's the 15-inch Apple MacBook Pro.